Hello there, Dan the Weatherman here. Hey, welcome to my weather show. This is a special weather show because we're counting down to Christmas. We're going to take a look at the weather for Santa, for his arrival, and not just in one place, across the entire globe. Because you know, the way the weather has gone over the past weeks and months, it's been pretty crazy stuff. So what is it going to be like? Let's get straight into it, because there are going to be some storms. And as you know, over the last several months, we've had the jet stream, the river of wind high up in the atmosphere. It's just been all over the place. That is something Santa will have to watch out for, because the track down across the northern Pacific could be a bit of a bumpy one. And with that, of course, you can imagine a big long sleigh. You've got all the reindeer, you've got all the presents, and you're going through the bumps, through the turbulence. You don't want to lose some presents over the side, do you? So that's something he has to watch. There'll be quite a depression, quite a deep system in the North Pacific, some snow with that. Another wound up area of low pressure in the North Atlantic. And further south, it could be quite hot. Imagine Santa getting to Western Australia, for instance, 40 degrees. He'll be really shedding the layers, and in other spots he'll have to throw that warm coat back on as he gets through some really bone-chilling air. For instance, when he leaves at the North Pole, minus 20, minus 30 degrees, and by the time he gets to his first stop, New Zealand, Aotearoa, it'll be pretty decent, 20 degrees, a weak ridge of high pressure. He'll go, oh, this is rather nice. He and the reindeer will have a bit of a break, maybe even dip their toes into the water and say, this is pretty decent. He'll head west to Australia, could pick up a couple of showers there, so you know, as he goes through perhaps Sydney, maybe up towards Brisbane, get the old windscreen wipers going on the sleigh. He heads west, though, to Western Australia with that warm offshore flow. He'll take the red coat and say, oh, I don't need this. Throw it in the back of the sleigh, because it'll be 40 degrees through the day into, say, places like Perth, a real hot one. He then heads his way north. He gets up into parts of the Pacific. You're back into the cold. And that deep depression I mentioned across the North Pacific, cold air plunging south, and northern Japan, Sapporo, he'll be into the snow once again, the reindeer and everything skidding into the arrival there. It'll be a raincoat once again as he tracks to southern parts of Japan, back in towards parts of southern China. Head west to India, he's looking fine again. The warm coat comes off, and he's doing well. Cruising along, he keeps the warm coat off too as he heads down to southern parts of Africa. And imagine getting to Cape Town, 30 degrees, some sunshine. Oh, yes, it's going to be good. A few bumps going across some of the tropical downpours across central parts of Africa. Then he's getting the extra layers again, and he's getting the windscreen wipers going, and probably going to get the de-icer going as well, because he then heads to northern parts of Europe. You've got cold. There'll be some snow in the Alps, snow to northern and eastern parts of Europe. And of course, he then heads west, the British Isles. Guess what? Another rainy Christmas for them. So windscreen wipers, and probably even get the old raincoat on, and the reindeers, they'll be sort of all huddled up as they plough through that rain in the likes of London towards Manchester, even further north to Glasgow. Could be a bit yucky, the weather. But no problem. We track our way across the Atlantic. South America looking pretty decent. Get to, say, the likes of Buenos Aires, Argentina. Red coat is off. It's warm again. 30 degrees, great looking weather. Even to Brazil looking fine. A few little bumps on those showers as he tracks his way through. And then he's looking in the back of the sleigh for the coat again, because back on, he's back to winter. He gets to eastern parts of North America. There could be some snow in Minneapolis, right the way to Toronto, even seeing that too into northeastern parts of the US. He heads west. Oh gosh, keep that coat going, and the windscreen wipers, and probably the de-icer, as he's got quite a winter storm. But he'll get to, say, Salt Lake City, and he'll say, ho ho! A white Christmas for them there. Looking for the nice warm weather, he heads down to the likes of the southern US. Miami's in pretty decent shape overall there. Quiet weather with some sunshine, doing well for them overall. And by the time he gets to the finishing of that, heading home, they've had a long journey. We all, of course, hopefully write our lists, we get all our presents, and have a lovely Christmas day. That's the weather for now. Merry Christmas.